Hello, my third graders. Good morning. Today we are going to start with lesson 2. I want to ask you some questions. Do you have breakfast every day? Which means that do you eat breakfast every day? Probably some of you eat breakfast every day. If you eat breakfast every day, what kind of food do you eat? Or what do you eat for breakfast? We eat, for example, eggs, some pieces of bread, some marmalade, some cheese. Is that healthy? Is that healthy? Yes, it is. Do you eat meat at breakfast? No, we don't. Don't eat meat at breakfast. Now open your pupils book at page 57, exercise 1, to the students' project about being healthy.
Activity book, page 57. Unit 15. Exercise 1. Listen, point, and say. 1.
Brush your teeth every day.
2.
Eat a lot of fruit.
3.
Do a lot of exercise.
4.
Don't forget your breakfast.
5.
Don't eat a lot of sweets.
6.
Don't eat a lot of ice cream.
After you have listened to the tape script here, now open your activity book at page 57, exercise 1. Before we start, I want you now to look at the pictures and try to make sentences about the pictures. Look at picture A. Look at this here. What can you see in this picture? I can see fruit. I can see fruit. Do you eat fruit? Fruit is a fruit healthy? Yes, it is. Is a fruit healthy? Yes, it is. Look at picture B. What can you see? What can you see here in B? Picture B. I can see sweets. Are sweets healthy? No, they aren't. They are not healthy. So don't eat a lot of sweets. Don't eat a lot of sweets. Eat a lot of fruit. Eat a lot of fruit. Look at picture C. What can you see here in picture C? It is an ice cream. Ice cream. Is ice cream healthy? No, it isn't. Don't eat a lot of ice cream. Don't eat a lot of ice cream. Look at picture D. What can you see here? The boy is brushing his teeth. Is that healthy? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Brush your teeth every day. Brush your teeth every day. 3 times at least. What is the boy doing here in this picture? The boy is running. The boy is running or doing exercise. Doing exercise. So running is a kind of exercise. So is that healthy? Is exercise healthy? Yes, it is. So do a lot of exercise. Do a lot of exercise. Now look at the last picture here. What can you see here? What can you see here? The boy is what? Is doing what? Is eating. He is now in the kitchen. He is now in the kitchen. Now I want you now, my dear students, to listen and point and say. You are going to listen and then you are going to point and to say, to repeat after the tape recorder.
Book, page 58. Unit 15. Exercise 2. Match, listen, and order. 1,
Don't eat a lot of ice cream. It isn't healthy.
2,
Do a lot of exercise. I like playing basketball.
3,
Don't sit down and play a lot of computer games. It isn't good for you.
4,
Use a toothbrush to brush your teeth in the morning and before you go to bed.
5,
Eat a lot of fruit and drink fruit juice. Fruit is healthy and delicious.
6,
Go to the sports centre every week. You can play many sports there.
Okay, my dear students, after you have listened to the tape script here, I want you now to check your answers against the correct answers here. See how do you find the exercise after that. I think it is very interesting. Now open your activity book at page 57, exercise 2. First, read the example and then tick yes or no. A lot of sweets are good for you. Cross. Fruit and vegetables are healthy. Tick. You must brush your teeth every day. Tick. Exercise is healthy. Tick. A lot of ice cream is healthy. Cross. Now I want to say some items and you are going to say whether they are healthy or not healthy. For example, sweets, they are not healthy. Fruit, they are healthy. Ice cream, it is not healthy. Exercise is healthy. Now what exercise do you do? What exercise do you do? For example, I like walking. Walking is a kind of exercise. I like, for example, playing football. So playing football is also a kind of exercise. I run. Also running is also a kind of exercise. What day do you do it? When you do exercise, What day do you do it? I do it every day for an hour. I do it every day for an hour. For example, if I want to be healthy, what do I do? I have to eat a lot of fruit, eat a lot of vegetables. I don't eat a lot of sweets. I don't eat a lot of ice cream. I have to do exercise. I have to eat fruit, to have a breakfast if you want to be healthy. So breakfast is very important for you if you want to be healthy. And it is very good for you. If you want to do exercise, where do you go? Where do you go if you want to do exercise? If you want to do exercise, you have to go to a sports center. A sports center. A sports center, this is a compound word. A compound word. Compound word. Which has two parts. Sports center. If you put them together, we have a compound noun. A noun that has two parts. Two words. A two-word noun. Where can you do exercises? We can do exercises in city or in towns. Do you have a sports center in your town? Yes. Yes, we have. Does your mom or your dad go to the sports center? Yes, they do. Now open your pupils book at page 58, exercise 2. I want you now to point at each picture and say what it is. What is it? So exercise 2. Match and listen and order. Match and listen and order. Look at the pictures here. Who can tell me the names of the things that you can see here in this picture? This is juice. This is a fruit juice, for example. This is a sports center. This is ice cream. This is basketball. And this is computer game, and this is a toothbrush. Now here we have parts. We want to join them together to have or to form a compound nouns. As we said, that compound nouns is a two-word noun. A two-word noun. For example, when we say fruit plus juice, we can bring them together with as a compound noun, fruit juice. Fruit juice. Tooth brush. It becomes toothbrush. Toothbrush as one compound noun. Now listen, match and listen and order. You are going to listen to the tape material, and then you are going to do the exercise after that.
Book, page 58. Unit 15. Exercise 2. Match, listen, and order. 1.
Don't eat a lot of ice cream. It isn't healthy.
2.
Do a lot of exercise. I like playing basketball.
3.
Don't sit down and play a lot of computer games. It isn't good for you.
4.
Use a toothbrush to brush your teeth in the morning and before you go to bed.
5.
Eat a lot of fruit and drink fruit juice. Fruit is healthy and delicious.
6.
Go to the sports centre every week. You can play many sports there.
Okay, now my dear students, now you can check your answers. Like this here, don't eat a lot of ice cream. It is not healthy. This is a material that you have listened. Now look at the compound nouns. Fruit juice, fruit juice. Ice cream, ice cream. Basketball, basketball. Sports center, sports center. Computer game, computer game, computer game. Toothbrush, toothbrush. So number 1 goes with C, number 2 with D, number 3 with E, 4 with F, 5 with A, and 6 with B. Now we come to exercise 3. Open, now turn to your pupil's book, page 58. Read the first, now I'm going to read the first sentence. Shh. Shh. It means shout. Don't shout in the classroom. Help your teacher. Sit down. Don't run. Don't shout in the classroom. For example, don't drink cola, for example. Don't play in the streets. Don't run. Don't stand up. Sit down. Now you can check your answers here. Write in English, listen to the teacher, look at the board, stand up, don't run at the school, don't eat in the classroom, don't drink in the classroom, don't play in the classroom. These are rules. These are rules for the classroom. So you and your teachers will agree on these rules. Now open your activity book at exercise at page 58, exercise 3. match and order from A to Z. For example, basketball, basketball. 2, fruit juice, fruit juice. So we write fruit juice. Sports center, sports center. And I want you, my students, to continue with the remaining sentences using the compound nouns, as we said that a compound noun is a two-word noun. Now, I want you to ask you a final question here. Now, what the alphabetical letter or the alphabet that comes before C? It is actually the letter B. And thank you very much for your great attention.